The relationship foundation is that you have to start working on yourself because women are attracted to, well, their attraction is number one. It's the way you look, the way you present yourself, the actual person,
Hmm.
and then the resources. So a lot of people think, oh, you have to have money and then you get the girls. No. You can have a lot of money, be a loser, and you're not attractive. So that's a key word, attraction. So a lot of girls, what they're already doing is they're scoping out. They're looking for somebody already. They're hunting.
They're watching.
They're watching, of course. So what they're doing is, you don't think they're paying attention, they do. They're scanning, they're looking, and what happens is they're trying to find out who is attractive. So what happens is girls are going to be attracted to what they perceive is attractive, not what is actually good for them.
Hmm.
So what is attractive to them? So basically is good genetics is one of them. They obviously want good genetics. Why? Because they have that natural attraction inside them. That's why they're attracted to tall, handsome, and strong men. Because really, that's saying is they have good genes mixed with my genes, gives it a good possibility to produce good babies.
Hmm.
So that's the attraction part. The resource part is after you have the baby. So that's why sometimes women separate those two. They rather have the seed from the alpha and the need from the beta. Get the genetic material from the best looking dude
Hmm.
and have the beta take care of them. So that's what their sometimes their plan is. And sometimes girls subconsciously don't even know that. So like what's
Hmm.
the best foundation too? So as a guy when you start out, is the best thing to do is start working on yourself. I know it sounds very cliche, but I'm gonna say why. So what happens is what are you supposed to work on? What are you supposed to like lay the foundation is really two things. It's your health and your assets.
Hmm.
Now your health is you got to start looking better. You got to start lifting weights. You got to stop looking. You look the part. You look healthy because
Hmm.
when you look healthy, you look like a better bet.
Hmm.
Women are interested in the men's future. So if you start having those things, when you start prioritizing your health, the looks come with it.
Hmm.
So if you, let's say you don't care about looks and you're like, I just want to be healthy. So if you start doing healthy stuff, you can't help but look good.
Hmm. It's a happy byproduct.
It's a happy byproduct. So
Hmm.
you might as well look good because you're already healthy. So if you're a muscular guy, you don't shower, you don't comb your hair and stuff. First of all, it's not healthy. Showering gets rid of actually a lot of diseases and stuff like that, infections and stuff like that. So you showering is better. So what happens is when you concentrate on your health, you're gonna develop discipline. You're gonna develop focus. You're gonna develop all these things because getting healthy is not easy.
Hmm.
So think about the guy. Think about it, guys. You like the girl because she looks good, but see, she didn't really work like that. She
Hmm.
didn't work out to look good.
Hmm.
She just is. And some guys, you don't work out to look good. You naturally have the looks. But even then, if you do have the looks, you might as well do it and get in habit because it's not all your life. You're not going to be looking good. You actually need to work for it. So you might as well start the foundation earlier. The earlier, the better.
Hmm.
So you can have those habits that pay off for the rest of your life.
Hmm.
So it's like the girls when they get older. Which ones do we like? The ones that conserve their body. So a lot of women, they're real good and everything. They're real nice, but in their college or their high school years, that's the best they're ever going to get. Why? Because they don't develop the habits
Hmm.
to keep conserving those things.
Hmm.
So when you start working on yourself, you're only going to get better, and your people, women, are going to start noticing you.
Hmm.
So you're going to naturally become more attractive. So when you work on yourself, on your health, that's one part. And then it also helps your mental health because once you start doing those hard things, getting into shape is not easy.
No.
You have to say no to a lot of things. You have to sacrifice. So those skills to do those things, they're going to bleed over. And then also you're going to get the benefit. You're going to be proud of yourself because you're going to have confidence. You know,
Hmm.
you're not afraid to work hard. You're not afraid to sacrifice those things to
Hmm.
get those things. And everybody can see it. That's the whole
Exactly.
thing.
On that note, too, it just reminded me, I was thinking the other day, a lot of men appreciate respect. Like they want respect. That's kind of one thing that they desire. But I think when you start to respect yourself first, the other people start to respect you because I think a lot of people want respect from others, but they don't even respect themselves. So when you start getting
Well
healthy
said.
and then you end up looking good because of it and you start feeling good, you respect yourself. And then regardless, like people will start respecting you and you're going to know your value and you won't accept any disrespect.
Now, some people will hate you because you get
Oh, well, that's envy.
Because it's envy. But whatever happens is they're going to be like,
Mhm.
oh, you're so into yourself, you do this, that's narcissism, whatever.
Oh,
No,
they'll try
that's
to
called
drag you down.
self-love. Discipline is self-love. The
Absolutely.
negative side is when somebody wants to put you down, you say you're a narcissist. No, you just love yourself. And loving yourself shows it. And some people don't like it because you show that you can love yourself, and they don't like it because they don't love themselves. You make them look bad.
They don't know how, yeah.
Exactly. So when I'm around some guys and I'm in better shape than them, I make them look bad. It's not my fault they look bad. Those are the consequences of their choices. But they don't like to get reminded.
Right.
And that's the thing sometimes, even with women. Sometimes women, they conserve their body, they put in the work, and they get next to them. That's why you don't see two good-looking girls as friends.
A lot of the times.
Because they're competing. So they always want one that looks obviously better than the other one, and then they get along. But with men, it's a little bit different. So what happens is if you take care of yourself, even if you're not doing it for other women, you still benefit. You still benefit from being healthy. Who doesn't like being healthy?
No one on their deathbed is like, I wish I had not been so
If
healthy.
anything, they want to be more healthy. So the whole thing is like you're going to benefit regardless. So that's just step one. Step two is your assets. So what happens is that you need to really improve on accumulating assets and conserving assets. So in other words, you need to create wealth and then preserve wealth. So that's the most attractive thing. So when you start making more money, you're going to find ways how to make more money. And that again, that creates a lot of skills. You have to develop charisma, social skills, sales, marketing, negotiation, all that stuff. So if you're already working on your health and then you have to develop all those things to be successful in acquiring assets, then what kind of person does that look like? You're a double threat. You have two things that are going for you, and that's very attractive. So women are going to notice that right away. So you're going to improve your lifestyle. You're going to drive a better car, a better house, this and this and that. So people, women, they see there's a future, especially if you're younger, you can get away with not having stuff. But the smart women, they're going to look and see, oh, this guy's going
starting
places.
to develop
So
those things.
when you start working on yourself on those two things, you start concentrating, you actually build some character and you actually see what's worth it. Since you know how hard it is to make money, then you're not going to squander it so easy.
Right.
So what happens is that you're going to conserve money, you're going to do those things, and you're going to see what's valuable. Now, along that process, you keep growing, okay? And within that, there's going to be girls that are interested or they show interest that will be hunting you.
Oh, yeah.
So when you look attractive, what you're really doing is fishing without knowing you're fishing. If you're working on yourself and you're upgrading your lifestyle and people see it naturally around you, they're going to be attracted to you. So the fishes that come to you, because you're a shiny object, you're getting shinier and shinier.
Your bait
and
keeps
what
getting
happens
better
is,
and better and better.
exactly, you're looking like a better investment. So what happens is women, they're like, this guy has a good future. They're coming to you because you're the prize that's going to make treasures. You're the king and the treasures are going to come to you because they see that in the future. So what happens is like, that's a king. He's going to have a kingdom. So he's developing. So he's going to, I'll be like, oh, okay. So the women will come close to you. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be the best quality. They're going to be around comparable to what you are worth. And what happens is you date them. You start dating them, so you start getting experience. But what happens is when you date them, don't get them pregnant and don't commit because that traps you in. So what you want to do is date and keep growing. And what happens is it creates a pressure where the girl has to keep up. If she doesn't keep up, you're going to outgrow them and you get rid of them and you get another one. Because if you're better than you were before and you got her, you're going to do better in getting other girls. Better quality girls are going to be chasing you. Because you're a better person. If you keep growing and the girls don't keep up, you have to get rid of them to get better ones. So it's kind of like, hey, and you're like, are you going to feel sorry for him? Oh, that's kind of dark or that's not. Remember, if it was the other way around, would she stay? Fuck no. Because what happens is she's only going to be with you of what you produce. If you're a great person and everything, a great person produces stuff by default. So yes, they want to be with you because you're a great person, but a great person doesn't fall in those circumstances. They have trouble here and there, but most girls bounce. And what happens is if she can get somebody that's better than you, eventually she will. But if you keep her, if she's satisfied with you, it's because she doesn't want to work any harder.
Right.